Everybody, look in there. Woo! There's Gene. Hi, Gene. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our control room. This is where we run the show. All the equipment back there, of course, is behind at least 6 feet of concrete, right? You don't want to be back there. You want to be in those rooms while they're running experiments. So you operate it remotely from this room here, using these computers on software that the operators have written themselves. Microsoft does not make Cyclotron Operator XP. And if they did, we would not use it, okay? So, the operators write their own code. They can control everything from a click of a button right here. They know how to fix things. They compare it running this laboratory to flying a 747 without a manual. And the pilot needs to know how to fix every part of the plane. That's what it's like. But of course, you don't take cyclotron operator class in college. You get a degree. Usually they have a bachelor's or a master's in physics or engineering. And then they come here and we train them to do what we need them to do. That's how a lot of the experiments, a lot of the jobs here are, as it should be. So they can sit here, control everything from these computers. These kind of give you the status of things around the building, who's on call if something breaks. We run 24/7 when we're running. So if something breaks in the middle of the night, somebody has to come in, absolutely. The word of the day here is fix things as fast as possible. Because we want to run as many experiments as we can. We want to get as many hours of research in as possible. You're paying us to do research. We want to do that. So this is where the actual operators are. These are our people, and they know how to run the equipment. Now the researchers, like I mentioned before, they come from all over the world, and they sit back here. We're going to take a little trip, and I'll show you. This is the data. This is where the actual researchers sit. The control room, the operators are not the researchers, they are nuclear scientists. The people in here are either PhD nuclear physicists or students who are learning it, or nuclear chemists, same thing. And they are sitting at these computers watching information come in from their experiment. So they're actually connected, these computers, into the detectors back there. And so if something's clearly wrong, like they're not getting anything at all, they will go bug the operators. Because of course, the users are our customers, sort of. Of course, they don't pay anything. I should point this out. To do an experiment here, you don't pay a dime, not one dime. There's a committee of some of the best nuclear scientists in the country. They look at all the proposals every 6 months. So if any of you could propose an experiment, they look at the proposals and say, what's the most interesting science? What do we want to know about? And can we do these experiments here? Because there's things that we can't do. And then they just assign time. So May 1st, you get 120 hours. After he's done, 100 hours, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then the users come here, and 24 hours a day, they usually bring a big group, and they're doing shifts. They're sitting in here and watching the data and making sure everything works. Because this is their Super Bowl. You know, this is it. This is your chance to get that data. And if you don't get it, you know, so you make sure everything goes right this one time. This is the big one. And of course, they're our customers. So they come here because we are so good at providing them with what they need. A beam of rare isotopes and the data they're going to use to learn something about the nucleus. And then we'll send them home with like 100 gigabytes of data. And then they have to figure out what it means. And that'll take a while. But then then they'll publish a paper, somebody will get their PhD, and they'll all have free pizza. That's how it works. Pretty good deal. I know. They feed us a lot. When we run the FRIB project, we got free pizza. When we set a new safety record, we all got free ice cream. It was great. So anyway, when we discover new isotopes, here's a few of them right here. We discovered this one, this one, this one, and this one in 2007, and that was definitely free ice cream right there. So, you know, really on that chart, we have contributed a lot of that information. Not the majority, there's lots of people who are working on this stuff, but we're a great place to learn that kind of thing. So, like I said, people come to us from all over the world. We're awesome! And becoming awesomer with this new one. So, what can I say? All right, you guys ready to see the cyclotron itself? Yes, you are. Let's go.